If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Hello, I'm Tom Roberts from the Greater Coosa Valley Chamber of Commerce, and we've got a very, very big week ahead and some even bigger things on the way. I think that's a testament to just how big the things coming up are, because the things this week are big. We'll start off with one that's not overly big, but today at Batter Up at 11:30 in Childersburg. It's the first meeting of the month for Childersburg Kiwanis, and that's an important one because we'd love to see your smiling face there. Lunch is on us, and yes, we will press you to join the efforts that we have on behalf of Kiwanis Park and all the schools and all the students in our area. Tomorrow, we've got an even bigger thing going on. It started with one employer joining the chamber and wanting to find some employees. And it has grown into a full-fledged job and career fair at Central Alabama Community College tomorrow in the administration building. That's Building A, just as you come into the campus there in Childersburg. And we're going to have people looking for clerical help, office, customer service, sales, child care, retail, restaurant, crew, management, marketing, also banking, media, industrial, manufacturing, maintenance, and electrical in the industrial area. And I'm sure I'm absolutely positive I left something important off. So just suffice to say that, yes, there's probably something there for you. And we also have training programs. CACC will be there to offer some training programs for those in employment, resume services, and other things from the Alabama Career Center. So it's going to be a big day. If you're looking for work or know anybody is, please let them know, because this is vital. We have too many positions that are paying and available for them to go sitting empty. So get out and spread the word. Also, coming up this weekend, a big evening at John Cox Stadium. It's the annual Tiger Fest. We have a lot more vendors this year. It's been great the last couple of years, but they've got a lot more on hand for that, and it's going to be a big crowd of students, parents, neighbors, supporters from the community, and all sorts of fun things going on, some delicious food and lots of great vendors, and a good time for all. But today, we also have a guest to look forward to something else. We have a couple of them, Diane Kay of Cadence Bank in Childersburg, and Stuart Trowbridge is her sidekick today, and y'all are promoting something that's very, very important. The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and the efforts that you and one of your main competitors are going to be fighting it out to see who can raise the most money for it. So tell us a little bit about what you've got going on, Diane.
Yes, we have a fundraiser going on, and it kicks off September the 1st. It is to raise money for LLS. LLS has my heart because my nephew, which was 4 years old, was diagnosed a little over a year ago. And so we decided that we wanted to raise money for LLS this year. I went to Cadence Bank and talked to my friend Janice, and so we decided that we're going to do something fun and do a battle of the banks. And it really doesn't matter which bank raises the most money. All the money will go to the LLS. And we are doing different fundraisers, cake sales, bake sales. I think Janice on the 30th of this month is doing a hot dog lunch. And
Which means she's just going ahead and getting a jump on the process and cheating a little bit by starting early. You said clearly September the 1st, and here she is dipping into August. So I expect you to
totally fine.
I expect you to do the same.
I've already had someone yesterday give us some money towards LLS. So we will take money now. We actually kick off in September because September is childhood cancer awareness. So that's why we chose September. But we will take your donations now. We want to make a difference for LLS. Come see me at Cadence Bank in Childersburg, or you can see Janice at Renaissance in Childersburg and make your donations. Eat a hot dog on her. We'll have a bake sale sometime during the month. All kinds of fun things just to make it fun so that we can raise money. And we hope that we both raise the exact same amount so that we're really not battling, but it really does not matter who raises the most money. It's all going for a great cause. And we're just looking forward to doing that. We live in a community where there are really good giving people, and we just feel like we're going to be able to make a difference with what we've raised in our community.
Okay, do not downplay the idea of competition. Let's make this fun, interesting, and competition doesn't do what a lot of people think it does. It raises the stakes. It brings more people to the party, and that's what's important if we raise the stakes on it. So I'm going to be grilling both of you and poking each other and just doing anything that I can to stir up the competition between the two banks, and even bringing in some other financial institutions that we kind of goaded a little bit yesterday into getting involved, because it is that important. Now, one of the things that I've noticed, I don't know if it's true or not, but I've noticed that leukemia tends to gravitate toward young children. There are a lot of young children.
That's not necessarily true. It gravitates towards everybody. Majority of the people that get leukemia are over 60 years old.
Okay.
My son was unfortunate enough.
I'm listening. I'm over 60, so let's get down to it.
So they're not really sure what causes it yet, and there's still a lot of research to be done to actually figure out what the cause of the leukemia is.
Well, that's an important part of the process, and a good bit of the money raised by your efforts and others toward the Lymphoma and Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. That's hard to say, and I'm a trained professional. It goes toward research to try to understand what it is, where it comes from, and what we can do about it. But at the same time, there are a lot of funds that actually gravitate back to a local community and the people that are involved in the process of actually battling leukemia, and that's an important aspect.
Right. So LLS, the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, they've put actually $2 million back into the community for grants and research funds at UAB, and then another $1.2 million actually goes towards the co-pays and the families to help support them, because most of the time they're going to be losing their jobs or they have to take off some time away from work, so that greatly helps them out.
I know my niece, Stuart's wife, Barrett, she had to take off work for the whole year to be at home with Nolan for the treatment that he had. So, these kind of things help families when you have to be away from work, but you need to be home with your child or your loved one.
And those kind of things are important because this is not something that anybody plans for.
No.
You might plan for a kid getting the flu, or maybe even mumps and measles. Those are not as common anymore as they were in our day, but my day. But you can expect and plan for those kind of things. But right now, leukemia is not one of those things on your to-do list.
No.
So it does have traumatic effects. And, some of the treatments have been very, very effective, but that doesn't mean that we have an understanding of what causes it, and that's why it's vitally important. What are some of the ideas that you've mentioned a couple, bake sales and things like that, but if somebody else has another idea, you'd be open?
I would be open for any ideas for fundraising.
You got to beat those people downtown at the bank, okay?
Janice is my friend, so we will have competition. I hear that you've got us some boxing gloves so that we can really box it out.
I'm ready to stir this thing up. That's how it goes. That's how it goes viral.
We're gonna do everything. We both have bought into raising money for this. We have a picture of my nephew, and this is what has really, hold it up just a little bit, has really touched my heart. Not only does he have leukemia, but I have a cousin that has it that's been fighting for 6 years. So, they say it's not hereditary, but I have family members that have been affected. I have past coworkers that have family that's been affected. So it's just out there, and we are trying to raise awareness and raise money. I know I was told last week that if my nephew had been diagnosed this year, his treatment plan would be shorter than what it was when he was diagnosed because the research has come along so much.
And that's why it's important, because you never know when it's going to happen to you or your family. You also never know when some new breakthrough is going to come, and every little bit helps, and that's why it's vitally important. And yes, we have people who are affected by this right here in the greater Coosa Valley, and they benefit from this, not just from the research, but from also the help with the copays and all the different financial aspects of this. And I do know that both Cadence Bank and Renaissance Bank actively participating in this. Y'all have other branches, plenty of other branches, including right here in the greater Coosa Valley, Sylacauga area. So they're not actively participating, but you're not going to turn down any help that if somebody walks in, I'm sure the money will get back to where it's.
I'm sure it will get back to where it needs to go. Yes, we just chose in Childersburg to do this as a fundraiser. We actually do two fundraisers a year, and this was one we decided. We've never done it before, but being that it hits home to me and some other people that I work with, some of their family members have had leukemia, so we just decided to branch out and do something different this year. And so this was the what we wanted to give our money to, and we wanted to ask our friends and families if they would donate. And people are just so good about giving. And when you see a child, even though leukemia does not just affect children, but when you can put a face to someone that has,
especially when it's cute.
Oh yeah, especially when it's cute. And Nolan is my little he's my little bank baby. He's been by and toured the bank and seen the bank, and I'm sure during September he will be in the branch sometime so that people can meet him. But if you don't get to meet him, there'll be pictures of him. You just wouldn't imagine. His parents have done such a great job with introducing leukemia to him. I know when he started to lose his hair, they had a party.
We had a haircut party to try and make it seem exciting that he was getting a haircut and not necessarily losing the hair.
And they've made
to make it feel more normal.
Right.
He doesn't know that it's not normal to have leukemia. He has a little brother that's 3.
Yes.
And his little brother says, well, this is the year that I'm going to get leukemia because that's when Nolan got it. So, we do not want his little brother to get leukemia, but he just sees.
You can fit in other ways, okay?
Right.
He feels like that's what's normal because we've made that's what's normal to him, even though taking all the different medications that he has to take.
I mean, he can take pills better than anybody I know.
Well, the effort to raise funds and awareness for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society technically starts September the 1st, but you'll accept help now.
We'll accept help.
At the same time, really quickly, because we're running out of time, you have something else going on that's near and dear to you, something that you are actively involved in. There's another big event just a little bit farther down the road in September. You want to tell us a little bit about the End Addiction Rally?
Yes, September the 21st at Central Park across from Bluebell. We're having an End Addiction Talladega County rally. We'll have a motorcycle show. We'll have a car show. We're going to have gospel music, lots of games set up, a lot of different rehabs and churches set up just to be there to give you a hug and to tell you that there is hope. If you're interested in it, you can find us on Facebook. It's End Addiction Talladega County, or you can look at our Farm Ministries page. We'll be glad to set you up or have you a table set up for your business or your organization. We're just trying to make awareness and let people know that there is hope. We have t-shirts for sale. We will actually be at the rodeo this weekend down at the Cowboy Church with our t-shirts. So if you're coming to the rodeo this weekend, look for our Farm Ministry table and stop by and buy a t-shirt from us.
Even if it's not you or someone you know, addiction issues affect us all, and it's rampant, and it requires a community standing up together and understanding what together we can do. It's also going to be fun. There's going to be some delicious food. I know that because I've already been enlisted by the crew that's going to be on the grill and cooking. So
Yes.
I've been told that don't set foot on the Central Park property unless you're ready to start cooking. So I've been recruited, and I will be there for that.
And it is free food, free hot dogs, chips, water. It is a free event. We want you to come out and enjoy the day. Face painting for the kids, cornhole, those kind of things. It's a family fun event. Bring your lawn chair and plan to spend the day with us.
Okay, today, 11:30, Childersburg Kiwanis meets at Batter Up. We've got the big job and career fair at CACC Administration Building tomorrow. It's going to be from 10 until 3 p.m. We're probably going to, in shifts, take a break for some lunch during that time frame. But if you know somebody looking for work, or you yourself are looking for work, come on out, help spread the word. And then Tiger Fest, Saturday evening at John Cox Stadium. I'm Tom Roberts from the Greater Coosa Valley Chamber of Commerce. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.